recommend don't disturb them too much those first few days. Wait about 3 days. Allow the bees to get a good start. They'll start seeing them build the comb like we talked about earlier. They'll see them start drawing that out. They'll start seeing eggs and things. Open the hive, check for the queen, depending on the queen cage. We talked all about this. If you have a self-releasing cage, they make a little candy plug instead of a marshmallow that you can get. It takes them 3 days to chew through it. Marshmallows just seem to be easier. Sometimes when you come buy a queen from us, they'll have candy plugs in them already. The packages all come with a cork, but later on in the season they start sending them to us with a candy plug in them. It'll actually be a 3-hole cage, so it has a queen and worker bees inside the cage too. And so then it has to eat its way through. So, but just go through the releasing of her process. When you inspect the hive, you're going to want to. I'm going to start with just the 2 boxes because that's basically where you're going to be most of the season. You might get your 3rd box on, and that's fine. It's the same way to inspect it as with 2 boxes or just 1 box. You're just going to want just have more to look through. So you're going to approach your hive. You want to blow your smoker, smoke the bees down the bottom, back the top up, blow some smoke in there, put it back down. Give them a minute or 2 to settle down, and then come over and you'll pull your top off. It usually will come off pretty easy. If you have an inner cover, it's going to be stuck down. When you first start the bees, they're not going to have a lot of propolis. It's not going to be too bad. The more older the bees get, the more bees in there, the more propolis you're going to get. You will come and you will not be able to get this top off. It will be glued down solid. All the frames will be glued in. So that's why you need a hive tool. So have your hive tool ready. The bee brush is nice to have. Just have it in your bee suit. You will come, pry your top off. Be gentle and careful. Open it up, see how the bees react. If they seem to be a little aggressive, puff a little bit more smoke on them. That'll help calm them down. Set this to the side, and then you will go from frames. So you should have 10 frames in there, or 9 with a feeder, depending on what kind of feeder you have. You're going to have to pry these frames apart. You use it, just pry back and forth. You pry that first frame up, lift it up, hold it with 2 hands. Okay. When you first start, first few, there might not be. It might just be an empty frame, no wax or anything. The bees haven't got to that frame yet. Which is fine. Just set it to the side. Go to the next one. Do the same thing. Pry it apart. When you set them down, it's best to set them. Sorry, things falling off. On the side. Don't lay them flat on the ground. So they're going to be set them upwards like that. Lean them up against the wall. I like to have what's called a frame rack. Yeah, frame holder. Hangs on the side, and it just hangs there. Some stands have them built on, so you just hang it on the side of your hive. Let me go grab one real quick.